Hi, this video discusses how to include client prepayment detail on the face of client invoices. So in this example, the client provided a $10,000 prepayment or $10,000 retainer, and we are billing over time, and we want to talk about how we can show that prepayment on the face of the invoices. So from Project Command Center, once you see that we have two invoices on this project, one for $1,000, one for $2,000, and both have been paid. Behind the scenes, the retainer was used to pay both of these invoices. So at this point, we have a $7,000 of available retainer. So let's look at this first $1,000 invoice. So we're going to click the invoice and click preview. And from the invoice, we can see that we billed $1,000, and we can see that the total invoice amount is $1,000. That even though behind the scenes we applied the prepayment to this invoice, it does not appear on the face of the invoice. So what I did with this invoice is I created a flat fee invoice for $1,000, saved it, printed it, and then went over into the client payment screen and applied the prepayment through the client prepayment screen. This is not a great result, so let's look at another option. Another option, let's preview this invoice. So here we can see that we billed $2,000 and we applied the $2,000 prepayment, and the total due on this bill is $0. So this is a presentation that we want to use, that we're able to use Ajera to show the application of the prepayments. What Ajera won't do is it's not going to show the $10,000 prepayment history and then earn how those funds are applied over time. That is a key piece for all of our law firm clients, but it's not part of Ajera. So let's make the next invoice in this series so you can see how to do this. So we need to create a new invoice. We're going to edit the invoice. We're going to bill $3,000. And then over on this tab that you never use, we can see that we have prepayments available of $7,000. This invoice is $3,000. That we can enter that we want to apply $3,000 of the prepayment to this invoice, and then click preview. And here we can show the billed amount and the prepayment applied, and the invoice is $0. So the whole trick is when you're making these types of invoices that are going to apply retainers or prepayments, is to apply the prepayment here before the invoice is created. And so at this point we could close, we could save this and print it and finalize it. In reading Ajera's support, if you wanted to fix this $1,000 invoice that doesn't show the prepayment on the face of the invoice, your only solution is to pull this back to draft, recreate the invoice, redo the application, and at that point, you basically have to start over and completely recreate the invoice. With that overview of how to include prepayment application detail on the face of an invoice. Thanks.